Okay, here we go. Should be all good now. Okay, so we're just gonna play a variety of 3DO games today because I wasn't sure what else I wanted to do. So that's what we're gonna do. There we go. Ooh. You're stretching the image. It's the last thing I want. Playing retro games in 16:9 is cringe. Okay. We should be good to go then. So I played a couple of these games before, but I was gonna do Sega CD tonight, but there was only like a few games that I really would spend a lot of time on, and there are more games that I'd probably rather do like an entire stream for each game. So I was like, we'll just play some 3DO. We don't do 3DO very often. Okay, I think we'll just go with this one. I like this game a lot. I like its sequel more because it has like actual voice acting, full motion video cutscenes. Not like this. This didn't age well. The game is still good. If you can't tell, this is the Japanese version of the game. Because it's a lot cheaper to buy these games, the Japan versions, than it is to buy the American. And there's no, there's actually no, region locks on any of the games for 3DO, so that's cool. You can basically buy them from anywhere in the world, and they will work on your console. And I love that about this console. Worst part about for me, I think that playing 3DO on HDTV is I find that it has a lot of input delay on HDTVs. I don't know what. Even compared to other consoles, I don't know if that's actually a thing or if I'm going crazy, but it feels like it a lot. Like, or even right now. What is the, oh, okay, that's how we turn. I was trying to figure out how we do a barrel roll. I don't have good enough weapons for this. This is going to take me a little bit of getting used to, I think. I forget that I can just hold it. Music in this game is also very pog. I mean, in the context of, like, what year the games came out for 3DO and, like, when 3DO came out, like, these games look really good for their time. I could see why this was, like, won a couple of awards for, like, best new product and stuff like that, because it is really genuinely good looking. Especially since all the other major consoles were, like, 16-bit, some of them still 8-bit, and then you got this one coming in at 32 at the time was pretty remarkable. I'm wondering if there's a way to, like, get rid of a lot of this input delay I'm getting on this, though. Maybe it's just this game? I don't know. Then again, usually when I do 3DO games on stream, I do have this problem quite often, unfortunately. God, it's so hard to control in this right here now. Like, normally, wouldn't be that bad, but with this delay, my concentration has to be, like, 100%. I could probably do a full stream of this game, honestly. at some point. This game and maybe its sequel. It would be kind of fun. Okay. How'd that not hit him? I thought I was like directly on that time. I'm trying to be really careful. It's not working out for me. Ow. What is the... Oh, that's the faster one. Okay. I gotta remember that. Every game from this era is just like... The music is just guitar solos nonstop. And I'm here for it. I enjoy it. 90s. Love it. Love the 90s. Oh, didn't do as good as I did last time. I'm going too fast right now. There we go. A lot of obstacles in this section. Ow. Okay. Whew. That was close. Those drop health when you kill them. You don't have to pick it up, but you can just kill them and they'll give you health. So yeah. Probably better off staying down lower here. Ooh. Shield. It's funny, you know, when you go back to, like, older consoles that are, like, underrated or not as talked about. Like, the 3DO, I find, don't come up very often, which is unfortunate. Like, a lot of people talk about the Atari Jaguar more than they do 3DO, from my experience. And the Jaguar technically better. 3DO actually has a good library. It doesn't have as much, like... Jaguar has some good games, but, like, I mean, I bought one, and then most of the good games for the Jaguar are extremely expensive, which is kind of the issue I find nowadays. And even back then, I imagine, like, the amount of good games for the Jag were it's pretty few, and I can imagine that being kind of a very low selling point if you're going to get a console, and you're going to spend the amount of money that people were spending on consoles then for that. I don't know. 3DO is pretty expensive for a console back in the day, though. It was probably the most expensive, I feel. Kind of like a rich person console. But, you know. At least it has a good library of games. And it has games from other consoles, like Sega Genesis and stuff, that are ported over or redone. So, I mean, it has its good qualities. If there's a console that I tell people are always like, oh, you collect this, so like if you got into retro gaming, what kind of consoles would you collect for? Or if you were going to sell your collection, which consoles would you keep? And I'm always like, well, I'd probably, obviously, keep my Sega stuff because I'm a huge Sega fan. But I would probably keep 3DO too, honestly. It's a pretty good console to get into. It's not expensive to collect for, in my opinion, for the most part. If you're okay with buying imported games. Like, if you're trying to buy all the North American versions of the games, like, you're going to be spending a lot of money. But, I mean, for the most part, you can get imports. Like, this game is, like, all the dialogue is in Japanese, but, like, do I really care about the story that much in this game? It's just a space shooter, you know? The only problem, really, is that if you want to play any kind of RPGs, you're probably going to want to get the English versions, obviously. But, that being said, there aren't that many RPGs for this console. There aren't really any good RPGs that I can think of off the top of my head. So, you know. All that being said, me like, shitting on Atari Jaguar. I love my Atari Jaguar. I really do. It's, like I said, it's more of a fact of it's really hard to get games for it because they're extremely expensive. It's not fun to collect for, right? Even the console itself is fairly expensive, you know? Like, you could probably get a 3DO pretty cheap, but a Jaguar, you're gonna spend like 300 or above on it, and that's unfortunate. Oh, I thought that was the exit gate for some reason. Why did my brain do that? Surprised I survived through that just then. Probably gonna die now, though. Oh. Get me away from them. I don't even know what those do. I'm dying a lot. I wish I had a way to stream, but use the CRT TV as like my actual gameplay screen, because it would definitely get rid of a lot of the input delay. Then again, I could just get like a better converter probably, but I feel like that's probably more expensive. I don't know. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is, to people who ask me like what kind of consoles are fun to collect for, or what consoles are worth, you know, the money to put into it if you're gonna start getting into like retro game collecting, 3DO is usually one of the games that I mention for sure. Damn it, I missed it. Some health would be nice. There's some. They are pretty generous with the health in this game, so I mean, if you die in this, it's your own fault. Hence why I'm saying I suck so much. Oh, how did oh, I got it. Okay, good. I was gonna say, I thought I missed that for a second there. But yeah, this game is called Total Eclipse. I actually love this game, and its sequel is a lot better. It's like, you know, more of the same, but like just more refined. And there's like actual full motion video dialogue from like your partner planes that are fighting with you, and it's really fun. I don't think it came out for 3DO though. I don't think the sequel came out for 3DO. I could be wrong. I feel like the sequel, I have it for Sega Saturn, and I'd probably play that one more than this one. But that being said, I had this one first, so I did play this one a lot more when I had it, obviously, when I never had the sequel. I didn't even know there was a sequel for a long time. Pretty sure this game is made by Crystal Dynamics. Yeah, it is. Good game. It's actually a good game. I mean, like, this is supposed to be water I'm flying over, which is actually animated polygons, which is kind of impressive for the time, but I mean, it don't really look like water, but, you know. They did what they could. Alright, this is the one where I have to fly really low, isn't it? Ugh, I screwed that up. Damn it, I missed that. I gotta, like, not miss the health things in this one as much. Or these. Basically, any enemy you kill gives you a little bit of health. There's actually two, like, space shooter games we're gonna play tonight. This one and Novastorm. Novastorm is also a very good one. It's not as good as this. But it has a different art style, and it's interesting. I always liked it. I actually have Novastorm twice, because I had it for Sega CD originally, and the version for 3DO is a lot better, so eventually I got it for 3DO, and definitely like the 3DO better. Both those consoles have really similar libraries, in my opinion, so I mean, if you like Sega CD or you like 3DO, you'll probably like either one, because they do have kind of similar libraries. That being that that full motion video games were very very popular at that time. They were huge at that time, in fact. Can this guy, like, not shoot me, though? I'm just trying to get some kind of health here. Okay, we got some shield there. Good. Yeah. But, good game. Damn. I knew I couldn't clip that one. I was close, though. Oh, why did I pick that up? I shouldn't have done that. Whatever. It's okay. Just gotta get through these gates. There we go. Those doors always remind me of Dreamcast. I don't know why, but they look like the top of a Dreamcast to me. It's like a weird coincidence, I guess. Okay, could you, like, not... God, this enemy's so annoying. I'm trying to speed up before we get to that point so I don't have to worry so much about getting through the gates. This part is very hard to control right now. There's no way I'm gonna do this and not die. There's no way. Oh, so close. That one left. I'm probably gonna get a game over now, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, we have continues, so it's not that bad. Whew. There's a lot of every time I've ever seen videos of like people reviewing 3DO and stuff like that, I find they always tend to... It gets the same mentality that Sega CD does, where everybody seems to just gravitate towards the like fully acted full motion video games like Night Trap and stuff like that, and Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, that game. But like, it's... I don't know. Those games are like very, very tiny part of the library that I feel like is not really fair when you're judging a console. You know, especially a console from like this era when that was really popular. There's a reason those games were out. A lot of people back then really actually did find them very amusing. Like, I remember being a kid and having a Sega Genesis and seeing like ads for some of those consoles and being like, man, like that's crazy. Like they're using like actual actors. Like it looks so good. And now it's cheesy now to think. But like back then that was like a huge thing for a lot of people. You know? But like I said, that being said, those games are not the majority on most of these consoles in my opinion. And I mean, some games like say this one, like the sequel to this one has full motion acting, like actual actors in it and stuff, but like it's not gameplay. It's like a supplement to the gameplay, you know what I mean? It's kind of like Star Fox. Like, you know how in Star Fox 64 you have like your flight partners or whatever, they have Peppy and Slippy and whatnot, and they all talk to you. It's basically the same thing, but has actual video of people acting, right? And it's a good game. These games are definitely worth it. I've been thinking of starting to do like YouTube videos. Like I said this before, I wanted to do reviews, but like I'm not really good at reviewing because I kind of just ramble a lot. I feel like I could probably do like some kind of video where like I do like top 10 games for a console that I enjoy or something like that, and maybe that's the angle I should take if I'm gonna do videos. Or like, you know, recommendations for like, you know, if you were gonna go and collect for the 3DO, here's some games you should check out, you know? Especially since a lot of, I'm gonna sound like an old person here now, but a lot of young people these days don't know a lot of these consoles. I mean, that's fair, right? Because some of these consoles came out like 30 years ago, more than 30 years ago, right? So, why would they? Can't really blame them. Whew. Especially the lesser known ones. Like, obviously, some kids know what a Nintendo is. They know what, because they're still around. They know what Sega stuff is, because Sega is still around. Not as a console manufacturer, but they are still around, you know. But, like, you know, 3DO, nobody remembers this, unfortunately. Unfortunately for it. I'm gonna die. There's no way I'm gonna get through this. Yeah, I knew it. I was like, this is so hard to do. But I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to do like a video with like a top 10, because I could literally just do what I'm doing now. I could just play a game. And just get through it. And just talk about it while I'm playing it. Or just record gameplay footage from like a stream or something, like do gameplay footage streams like specifically where I don't have a camera or anything, and then talk over it after, I guess. I know lots of people do this kind of stuff, but I mean, I'm obviously super interested in video games. The only thing more important to me than video games is music, so. And I wouldn't even, honestly, I don't even know if I would put one over the other. I think I love both of them pretty much equally. Video game is just more of a hands-on thing for me, you know, because I can get through the, I can actually write, I can creatively do things. With video games, I can't really do that. With music, I can. I don't know how to make video games, and I wouldn't have a clue if I even tried to do that. Damn, inverted controls messing me up sometimes. Maybe if I go the upper path first would make more sense. Okay, last continue, and then we'll go on to the next game. Yes, about a half an hour in each game sounds fair. I have 4 games, but I'm probably only going to get to do 3. I usually just pick 4 in case one game goes by quicker, because sometimes it does. Either that, or we'll play a game sometimes, and it'll be like really quick and easy to beat. So hard, but there we go. God, that took off so much health. What the hell? That didn't though. My thing with those things is that I'm afraid that like there's certain consoles that I would want to do, but I wouldn't be able to do a list of games that I really like because I can't get a lot of those games. You know, you can only really deal with what I have. This is like Jaguar. Like, I'm sure there are Jaguar games I would really like, but I don't have the money to buy those games. Even if I had a good paying job, I don't think I would spend some of the money on those games that some people do. It's just, like I can't constitute spending more than the price of like a new priced game. Like, new priced games are like $100, and spending that on more than that on a retro game is like crazy to me. Not that, like, obviously if people have the money or they enjoy doing that, then that's fine, but I can't get past that, so I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Oh, there's a 1-up on this side. I could have just been getting 1-ups this entire time. Are you serious? I should have just went this way. Okay, never mind. It's still got the stupid gates. Oh, come on. The last one. That was so close. Okay, we should go that top path better again anyway, because I had the 1-ups, which are definitely more beneficial to us at this point in the game. I know the music in this game repeats like a lot in the background, but like it's good enough that like it's just catchy enough that like you notice it in the background, and it's nice to listen to. Sometimes rock soundtracks are nice. A lot of games from this era had this kind of soundtrack where it was just like, you know, generic rock beat with some dude soloing. Sorry to whoever recorded this, I'm sure they're insulted by that, but that sucks. Okay. We actually got through, it's a miracle. Okay. There we go, definitely this. This is a boss fight. I don't like that the song doesn't change for the boss fight, though. I feel like it should. What is the... Oh, I was trying to figure out what the the bomb button was, because you have bombs that you can use like this. Yo, he's dead. I find like I'll be home all day and nobody will message me the entire day, and then as soon as I'm doing something or streaming or something, I'll have like every single person in the world message me at once. Which for some people is okay, but it's just weird as hell. Alright, the lava level. I forgot about this one. I don't play this game, like... I don't put enough time into this game to remember half of these levels. I really should, because I do like this game. This is one of those consoles, but if I have friends over where, like, they've never been over to my house and they know I collect games, and they're like, oh, man, you got a Super Nintendo? And I'm like, oh, yeah? Like, look at this. And then they've never seen a 3DO before, obviously. So it's like, they think it's, like, really cool. They're like, I never heard of this console. Like, it's so crazy. I'm like, I know, right? It's like, and this was at the same time as Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, and it looks this good? Right? Glad it never got popular, though, at the same time, because what they wanted to do with this console was not cool. They basically wanted to turn video games into, like, how movies are, where, like, or how movies were when there was physical media. Where, like, if you went out and you bought a VHS player to play, like, your VHS, or a DVD player to play your DVDs, you just buy, like, whatever brand name you wanted. Like, if you wanted to buy LG, you could buy LG. If you wanted to buy Samsung, you could do that. You wanted to buy Sony, you could do that, right? They wanted to do that with the consoles, basically. That's what 3DO was meant to be. The 3DO company themselves never made the consoles. They just had manufacturers from different, different manufacturers make consoles with a certain specification that they had to make the console to, right? So that's why there are Gold Star 3DOs, there are Panasonic 3DOs, and there are Sanyo. You can get all kinds of different brand name ones. Obviously, the Panasonic ones are the most common because that was their main contributor. But, yeah. Pretty crazy. And 3DO Company was started by Trip Hawkins, which was he was the CEO and founder of EA Games before they, you know, were a shit company like they are now. Oh, why did I slow down there? Oh god, I forgot I gotta shoot those. Okay. I just know, yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way I'm not gonna die here. I have 1 health. Saxophone solo in the background. Damn. You know, saxophone can be pretty cheesy sometimes, but like if you got a really good saxophone player in a rock song, man, it can be jamming. For sure. I gotta remember to speed up after I get past that part, because if I don't, I'm gonna die every time. This might be where we give up. I actually sold a 3DO console not long ago. Because I had a, what's called an FC... Is it 10 or 1? It was like a top-loading one. Kind of like a top-loading CD player. Where you, like, flip up the top and put the CD in. I had one like that. And that was the first one I had. And at one point, I found this guy that was selling a Sega CD. And I needed a replacement Sega CD because mine was not doing so good. It still isn't. I do need to get another one eventually. And he had a bunch of old consoles that he was selling. And I don't even think he knew what they were. Dude bought them in bulk on, like, eBay or something like that. Like, a bunch of broken consoles that were just, like, as is. And, he didn't know. He knew what the Sega ones were, obviously, because Sega's a well-known company. But, he went... this other one that was over there, he's like, oh, that's a VHS machine. And I was like, no, it's not. This is a 3DO. And this is what I got it off of him. He didn't think it worked. I think he thought it was a VHS machine, but it's not, because it does... I mean, if you look at The original 3DO model Panasonic one, it does kind of look like a VHS player, and is meant to. It's entirely intentional, so, you know, there's that. That's how not well known 3DO is. That being said, like I said, I love 3DO. And I sold the top loading one a while ago now. Because they are worth a little bit of money. Like, they're not, you know, the most expensive console in the world, but I didn't need to. I find this one's load times, it's definitely loads the levels a little bit slower than the other one did, though. I mainly like this one because it's easier to fit into, like, my setup of how I have my game set up in my room. Because where it's like a square box, like a VHS player or a DVD player, you can put things on top of it. But the other one where it was top loading had to be on top of something. So it made more sense for this one because I can just kind of put it in a TV stand. You know what I'm saying? I hate these doors. It's very hard to... There we go. What am I supposed to be doing here? What? That was weird. I've been this far before in this game. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Those speed you up, if you're wondering. Those green columns. Okay, I think it was our last continue anyways. We'll probably stick to the space shooter thing. We'll do Novastorm next. I feel like that's a fair thing. My chat's being weird again. Okay, Novastorm. Some of these I have in DVD cases because I don't have the original cases. Because some of them are the American versions, and it's pretty cheap just to buy the discs online. Make your own cases. But most of the Japan releases are just in jewel cases. And the North American ones are in these big long box cases. Like even bigger than Sega CD. And the controller for 3DO is nice too. It's basically kind of like a Sega Genesis controller. Like the whole like dog bone style. It's kind of a mix between Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo, honestly. It's nice though. I like it. You got shoulder buttons, D-pad, 3 buttons, and select start, which are called play, pause, or stop. X and P. It only has one controller port, though. The 3DO had one controller port, and in order to play 2-player, you just plug each controller into each other. So, like, the second player plugged their controller in here, and the third player plugged their controller into them, and, like, weird choice, but, you know, whatever.
Members of the Supreme Council, governors of the Federated...
So, yeah, this game has cheesy acting.
...threatening all planets in the Bezoar system. In recent months, mysterious systems crashes have plagued all of our systems. Initially thought to be just software error, evidence now points to something else, something far deadlier. Counselors, your report, please.
2 years ago, every major computer center in the system was linked by one interplanetary network, the data grid.
What year did that game we just played come
A
out?
central control program was set up relying on
Genuinely curious.
routines designed to adapt to evolving situations.
1993. It's pretty good for 1993.
Whether by accident or by design, the data grid
I would assume this one is older, probably. But it doesn't say on the back. Oh, 94. No, it's newer. Then again, the game came out on Sega CD first, so it's probably like 92. Anyway, let's skip past these people. Let's play the actual game, shall we? Options. Can we have more lives? We can have 9. Well, okay, we'll go with 9. It's better. We probably want the music louder than the gunshots, I'd say. Not much louder, but, you know, it's nothing worse than hearing the, like the whole stream. Okay, so this is Novastorm. It's made by Psygnosis. Love Psygnosis, one of my favorite game developers from back in the day. So yeah, there's like these weird cutscenes, and then it kind of blends into the actual gameplay, because the gameplay uses full motion video as the background you're flying through, and you're just like a static image going around shooting. So it's kind of an interesting art style. Pretty common for the time, but it's nice enough looking, in my opinion. It definitely looks a lot worse on Sega CD, though. Worst part about this one is you can't hold down the shoot button. Kind of gotta, like, press it every couple seconds. Like, you can hold it a little bit, but if you hold it for too long, it'll just stop. So you kind of gotta, like, get used to it. I wonder who rendered the backgrounds. Like, I wonder what the... Like, they must have rendered, like, a pretty high-res 3D model for that, and then digitized it to a video. And obviously the spaceship is just a few frames of, like, an image of a toy ship or something. Is Psygnosis and Traveler's Tales are the two companies that were related, right? Am I crazy for thinking that? I screwed that up. There's our boss. Oh, wrong button. I know there's a... Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, I know there's like a... Flashing lights. Got him. Like how it just skips the next level like immediately. We probably won't play this game for as long, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like 3 games is pretty fair, though. The last game we're going to do is going to be a first-person shooter, like a Doom clone. I've played on stream before, but it'll still be fun. See, what the game I was just playing had inverted controls, and this game doesn't have inverted controls, so it's kind of weird now going from that one to this one. You can skip these little cutscenes in between gameplay, but like, it's just well let them play, because the amount of time it takes them to load is basically the same amount of time that it takes to watch it, so it's meh. I'm definitely gonna die. I'm doing terrible in these games tonight. Usually with these games, if I like sit down for like a couple hours and like have a couple attempts, like I can do pretty good, but you know. Kind of gotta get in the zone. Here's the boss fight. I mean, for like 1992, like the rendered cutscenes are actually not that bad, honestly. They really aren't. No more bombs now. Did I get him? I think I did. Yes. I thought it like glitched out for a second there. I was like, what? Would like another upgraded gun would be nice. I think we get another one soon. Yeah. I think you can get like a 4-shot too. Could be wrong. I don't remember. I haven't played this in a while now. It's been a minute since I played this. Like, this gun is better because it has, like, that spread, but, like, at the same time, it's not as fast. It doesn't feel as fast, anyway. After I said that, I looked at it and was like, oh, maybe it is, like, same speed. Maybe I'm just crazy. Probable. These games look so bad on an HD TV, though. Like, for me, they probably look not that great on stream either because it's using AV cables. Normally, when I play these, I have this hooked up through S-Video, so it has like a little bit higher quality. Surprised I'm still alive right now. Probably not gonna last much longer. No, I didn't think so. There you go. So many ships right now. Holy crap. Let's get the 2-shot. I'd rather that. Boss fight. Okay. I'm supposed to be shooting at that. I'm supposed to be shooting at this, right? Like, I'm not crazy. This lags out the whole game. It does so much damage though, so I kind of just save it for the bosses. It's one of those things where it'll like clear the screen if there's a bunch of enemies, but like it does so much damage that it's really good to use for the boss fights. There you go. Oh god, I'm so stuffy tonight. Identification unknown. There's a really cool boss in this level. It's like a phoenix. Is this the actual boss? Or no, not yet. That's probably at the end of this level, I assume. Okay, they do more damage now. There we go. That's what I wanted. This is the one I like. This gun is so good. Love it. Don't have the same kind of spread, but like it does a lot more damage. It's nice. I can't imagine I don't think I seen ads for 3DO back in the day. I remember seeing ads for like Sega CD and 32X and stuff like that, but I feel like if I had seen 3DO back in the day, I probably would have wanted it, even though we would not have been able to afford it. It's pretty cool. I mean, I'm in that age range too, where like these consoles were already old by the time I was getting into video games. Like, you know, I had to be like at least probably 5 before I wanted video games, and then I had like, you know, an NES which came out in like 86 or something, so like, you know, that was already, for me, that was 1994, 1995, around there. And then you got like I had a Sega Genesis, was like the first console I asked for specifically. There, that's better. Get the nice extra shots here. But yeah, so, you know, I was playing Sega Genesis. I got my first Sega Genesis in like 90, probably 4 or 5, so I was only like 4 or 5 years old. And, you know, those consoles were already old at that point, you know, because PlayStation was coming out in like 97, 98, so we were pretty far into the lifespan of the console at that point. So this game machine probably would not have been as impressive as I think it would, as I'm thinking now it would be, you know? Yeah, this boss is pretty cool looking. It's gonna destroy me, though. Yeah. Called it. It doesn't just stay like this either. It starts flying around after a while. I'm pretty sure it's like 2 phases, right? Yep, here we go. Oh, come on. I thought it was going to come out in the middle first. No, it's not going to the middle. It's very hard to avoid his shots because you got to be in front of him to shoot him. You can't shoot him from an angle, but like you also don't want to get hit by any of his shots. Got him. Die, bird. Nice. Gotcha. Like, 3D models are pretty good for this game. Obviously, it's not rendering the 3D models. It's just a video. It's a pre-rendered video, but, like, you know, I mean, they're really nice looking. The renders are nice. For 1993. Even the shading and lighting is kind of nice for that time, you know? Yes, yes. The gecko. Is this a desert planet? Nice. I wonder if that's just like stock footage of like a jet fighter. Has to be, right? I doubt they like actually filmed a random actor just dressed up. Maybe. These are like temporary power-ups, but they're so nice to have for a while. I find they always give them to you when they don't throw many ships at you, though. Like, later on when I'm getting, like, bombarded with ships, then none of these power-ups will be seen. Mean to use that, but okay. Oh, there it is. There's the boss. The big boss, man. Bombs, so we're just gonna have to try to stay on this guy here. Well, he's not really doing much. It's more the other ships that seem to be a bigger problem. Don't want that. And he's out of here. Good night. I remember this level. Can avoid all pillars. Kind of hard to memorize, really, because where it's a full motion video playing in the back as the background of the gameplay, you kind of have to fly a certain, like, you can't pick your path. You know what I mean? You kind of have to fly the way the game wants you to, which is one of the downsides to this. So you kind of got to remember a little bit, but it does kind of sway you in that direction, so it's not really that bad. Like, you can see the way the camera tilts, you know? Don't want that. Rather have the purple one. Like, see, I wanted to go around the other side of the pole, but, like, you really can't. It kind of just, you're forced to play how it wants you to a certain degree. To be fair, it doesn't do that much damage to you if you mess up anyway, so it's not that big of a deal, but... And the levels are pretty short, too, so I guess for their full motion video, they probably couldn't render them out too long, because it probably would have taken forever. I wonder if this game came out on PlayStation. I feel like it may have. I feel like some of these games probably did. They were released for a lot of consoles. If the console was able to play it. This guy's just on a stage. Like, I always found that really weird. Kind of tanking the shots here. There we go. Got him. Got him. We're doing fairly good here. Wait, did I just die or am I on the next section? I think I'm on the next section. I thought I just died for a second. I was like, no, I don't want either one of those weapons. Okay. Oh, I remember this. Okay, this is the one where there's like a ravine with a hole at the end of it. Okay. Believe it or not, even though it is a pre-rendered, background or whatever you're playing through, you can actually take damage touching the ground and stuff. I don't know how they did that, but who knows? Didn't want to go up there because didn't want to get hit by that and take the wrong weapon. I'd rather have this weapon any day. Ow. No! I almost took it. Oh, took a lot of damage there. Gotta be more careful. Here we go. There's another good shooter like this that's called Microcosm, which is where like you're in like the internal organs of something, and it's actually really good too. Where am I supposed to be hitting you to? I don't even remember. Is it here or is it the claw? I assume it's probably your face. It's not really telling me here, is it? Weapon. Oh no, it's this one. Okay, never mind. I'm an idiot. Okay, it is the face, because I can see the explosive damage. Why wasn't it showing anything before? It's weird. Got destroyed by that just then. If you can get one up start the level, getting the dying in the boss fights isn't as bad because you can use these bombs because they refill your bombs when you die. There you go. Bro's legs blew off. I don't know, maybe we'll just do these two games. Maybe we won't do a third one because I'm kind of having fun here. I only wanted to do like a little bit of over an hour stream, so play this till we go. I could just upload the video as like a space shooter stream. I should play Microcosm someday. I don't think that we've ever played Microcosm. I did not mean to pick that up, but whatever. I don't think I've ever played Microcosm on stream before. I don't have it for 3DO. I know it has come out for 3DO. I have the Sega CD version, but we can play it. I wanted that one. Oh, I got it. Okay, cool. This is actually a good one too. Not as good as the purple, but This one's more annoying to listen to. Like you have 3 buttons, they all do the same thing. And then your trigger buttons on the top of the controller are for your bombs. I always found it funny, like why not just put the bombs on one of the other face buttons? Like wouldn't that just make more sense? If you only need 2 buttons and there's 7 buttons on the controller, you know? Why not just put the 2 buttons together? The good thing about this game, too, is that when you die, your lives, like, you respawn right where you died. Like, you respawn immediately. You don't have to redo anything. So, like, the last game is more fun, probably, to play, but this game, I'd say, is more relaxing. Because you can kind of casually play it without having to worry about, like, having to redo the whole game if you die. And you can pick as many lives as you want at the beginning, obviously. Are we getting some audio issues here, are we? Might be the disc. I know this disc has some scratches. Maybe we'll have to play another game yet. Or maybe not, we'll see. It just shows the same video of the guy every time, almost. Oh, yeah, we're still having a little bit, but not as bad. CD-based games are weird like that because, like, it could just be, like, a scratch on one part of the disc where, like, the music is stored and the music could glitch out, but the rest of the sound might not. If that makes any sense. Oh, God. I got destroyed there. Ah, damn. And he's out of here. This might be the farthest we got in this game on stream, actually. I have played this on stream before, but I think we just played it for like 20 minutes and gave up. Who knows? Maybe we'll beat it. Let's try. Let's just keep going, shall we? Next? I don't even remember after this. Okay. There's so much like lore like in reading all the descriptions of stuff and stuff like that, like for a game that didn't have a sequel, I don't think. I feel like the only weak thing about these cutscenes like this is that there's no sounds, no sound effects, it's just the music. Like the only real sound effects in the game are the laser shots when you're firing. Okay, so we can destroy Star Max Station. I feel like I have played this actually. Yeah, this is the ice level. I remember this. I think this is the last level that I've played in a while. Oh my god, why did I get this weapon? This weapon sucks. Give me this one back. I mean, I'll give it one thing. If this game got anything, it's got a nice variety to the levels. Like, it's not the same level over and over again. The thing with Total Eclipse, the first one, is that a lot of the levels are really similar. Give me a lot of choices on weapons here, aren't they? I mean, we did like a desert level, we did a green level, we did a, now we're doing an ice level, we did a fire level already. assuming I need to shoot, like, the tower part. Yeah, if I don't do it in a certain amount of runs, it kills me. Okay. Fair. Had to do the whole level again? Really? Surprising. Whatever. Whatever. Just gotta try and save some life by the time we get there. It's a problem. Oh, why did I pick this up again? What is wrong with me? I literally did it twice now. We have 3 bombs this time, though, so that'll help us with this. I don't imagine that this thing has much health. Or not that much, anyways. Let's try this weapon for this. Maybe it might be a little bit better, because we can have, like, a nice spread for the tower size. Although we might not really need it with this. Oh my god, that guy just destroyed me with that. Has more life than I thought it did. Oh, okay. Never mind. I take it back. This guy looks cool. Looks like a Motorhead album cover or something. Or a boss from Contra. I was gonna say, can we like fly under these ravine things? And I guess we can. I mean, with how close they come to you, I don't know why you want to, but... Especially if I have the option to fly above them. Oh, it does hit you though, never mind. I'm dumb. I'm definitely stepping up their game here. This might be the first time I die on a level and not a boss. Whoa. Whoa. That's trippy. I don't know if I've ever been to this level. I definitely have, I just don't remember. Once again, I haven't played this game in a long while now, so I'm probably gonna forget a lot of it. Oh. Did my 1 life count as the last one, really? C. Oh, C. Oh god, these letters look so weird. O. N. Numbers too. Why do they always put numbers for initials? Like, who has numbers in their initials? K. E. R. I don't know why. I don't know how to exit out. I just press start, but that's okay. I heard tell I played this game with my best friend from those scorer names. Okay, so that was pretty good. Let me go back over here. Anyways, I'm going to end stream here. So, thanks for watching. I appreciate it very much. I will be back again tomorrow night. We'll be back to Minecraft and building in the end. I have already built the main structure, but we're going to start on the actual build tomorrow night, so that should be pretty fun. And, yeah, hope you guys have a good night, day, whatever it is for you. And, like and subscribe if you like the content. Bye-bye!